Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and tonight we're taking a look at combiners. And the discussion that I would like to have with y'all, feel free in the comments. We can go crazy, get busy in the comments. Who's your favorite combiner? Why is it your favorite combiner? And what do you think makes the perfect combiner? Now, take what we're looking at right now. As a child, I was alive when this happened. This was the GoBots combiner. GoBots was, right before Transformers. Transformers came out, GoBots disappeared, Hasbro bought them, blah, blah, blah. Now we're getting recolors of said toys, Crasher, Pipes. Anyway, look at this combiner, though. It's like what the original Metroplex would look like. And this would have been the original Abominus. Or I'm guessing where they got got it from. With a little, retooling and some extra plastic here and there. But anyway, I was watching Transformer 4777, stop motion channel. Great guy, love him, green-eyed lichen. Dopest channel out there for stop motion. But he did a stop motion with all of the GoBots, and it got me thinking, I remember those. Right now they're on eBay for $500 some. But the question of the evening is, what makes the perfect combiner? What is it? So, since we've all gone back and forth about, combiner wars versus the new legacy Menasor, and then versus Age of the Primes, Superion, and everything else that's coming. Last night I actually pulled Victorion out for a stop motion that I am shooting, and it's basically her, and then they transform and they're fighting Menasor. So, but I took her out just to take some test shots and do a couple test poses and try to get the motorcycle back on her back up on her chest. In which, yes, the instructions for this, if you do have it, show the motorcycle upside down. So anyway, I got it all back on there, and I started looking at her and was like, wait a minute. She really isn't that bad. She really isn't. And I never said that it was a horrible tour or anything. I was just, at one video that I did, it kept falling down. But then I realized last night when I was playing around with it that I just didn't have the leg all the way pushed in. But yeah, she is great. And then it was funny because the video I made yesterday was about how the 13 Primes, how their weapons are rumored to combine for Primus. And sure enough, Victorion is one of those who all of her weapons, all of the separate girls, 6 girls have weapons. And they all join together to make that supersized blade sword of death that she has. But then I'm looking at Menasor. And I'm like, looking at the way, I know a lot of people are like, all right, already, we get it. They weren't the first ones to do the separated arm thing. I get it, but I never had a toy that the whole toy split in half to accommodate the armature of said robot's arms and or legs. With Drag Strip and Wild Rider being able to split and still transform into both modes, that was amazing. I thought that was something, that was genius. And yes, I know I'd seen, Magic Square and New Age and all them had done it before with previous toys, but I didn't buy those. But yeah, so what is it that makes it perfect? Is it the fact that it can stand? Is it the fact that it can hold its weapon? You know what I mean? Or are you like, after time goes by, you start seeing like wear and tear on the ratchets, or he no longer holds his arm up. Now the gun is extra heavy. You know what I mean? For me, my main thing with a combiner is being able to pose it. Being able to pose it and not worrying about having to lean it up against the wall or lean it, or if I walk away and, slam the door behind me, is it going to fall over? That stability is my thing. Stability and being able to pose it. Now, then we've had other combiners, they tried the power core combiners. That was a cute little gimmick, but all 5 components didn't transform. And then you have like New Age that makes that makes like these Devastators and Bruticus's and so forth and so on. And they are super stylized. They look super crazy, but you got to be really careful with them. Either the plastic is thin or because it's a knockoff, the plastic is thin, a piece might break. You might have to crazy glue something on here or there. At the same time, I broke my Menasor the first month I had it. Because I folded the flaps out on the tops of Menasor's chest, the 2 gray flaps. I folded them the wrong way during transformation and broke it right off. And so I had to crazy glue it on. So now when he's in his truck mode, um, the truck does not show the covering of it behind the cab. So, but either way, I still love it. And then we've got, I've got another one coming, which is Demon Knight, because uh, I didn't have my own Defensor. And I've always loved Defensor. I loved the two episodes that he was in. I thought that was awesome that the Autobots finally had another combiner because, think about it. The Decepticons had Predaking, they had Bruticus, they had Devastator, and then Abominus. Autobots had Superion, uh, Defensor. Do you count Skylinks as a combine? I guess so. He is two separate entities that become one. So, and then that was it. So I'm super excited about getting this thing in the mail and messing with it. I did show a picture of my old KO knockoff. The one that I had is I got it from Big Lots years ago. But anyway, yeah, I'm waiting on that. I can't wait to show it off to you. But to me, okay, which brings me back to my point. The whole reason of why I wanted Demon Knight was because all of the videos I saw and everything I watched said that he was the strongest, most stable, oversized toy. Next to Predaking, but Predaking is just like six huge blocks, all slapped together. But like I said, my, Bruticus stands up. He's great. He poses great. I barely take it apart because I love how it looks in combined mode. Same thing with my MBK Devastator. 17 inches. He's great. The toys look incredible individually. They look incredible as their construction vehicles. He looks amazing put together as Devastator. But I leave him as Devastator. So anyway, either or, just, in the comments, let me know, what do you think about these combiners? What do you think about Superion coming out? What do you think Bruticus is going to look like? Do you think they're going to do Predaking again to make it scale? Do you think that they will do Abominus? Will we get all the rest of the combiners? What about the trains? What about Trainbot? Like, are we going to get that too at some point later on in life? All questions that we would love to know and have answered at some point. But yeah, it's your buddy, the 14th Prime. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a happy, happy, happy New Year. Y'all have a wonderful night.